12 different people. Whoops, he
We
does.
had no sound.
No
Because
sound.
again,
No sound.
I was late.
What did you
in
do
looking.
this time?
There. Hey, we got sound.
We got
We're
sound
back.
now.
I got
Yay.
it. Sorry.
See, I told you he does 12 people at once.
Yeah, I do a lot of stuff.
That's a talent.
Talent.
Well,
That's not really. But
if
you
you
know.
got it, you got it.
I mean, 12 people at once? I mean...
You know what? I'm not even going to go there. We'll talk about that when we talk about the Olympics. So...
At any rate.
Anyway, we're on TikTok. Like I was saying earlier, she didn't hear me because our sound man wasn't working right. But so we got our 1,000 followers. Thank you to those 1,000 followers on TikTok. Then we're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Insta. We're on Twitch again. We're also on. He's back there playing on. Look at him. He's back there playing on TikTok.
Yeah, we got some people.
Yay! People, what's up? Anyway, so we got a couple things going on. We're not live on Channel 40 in Tallahassee until April. We're also looking at maybe doing some stuff for Channel 49 Fox out of Albany, Georgia. So those of you who've never been here before, what we usually do is we usually talk sports. Anything about sports, if it competes, we're in our seats. Go to our website. He's going to put a Scantron. I call it a Scantron.
It's not a Scantron.
What do you call it?
QR code.
He puts a QR code up, and so the QR code, if you scan that QR code, you go to our website, and it'll take you to anywhere you need to go, including our newfound friend. We have a fishing team, Team No Agenda. It's going to be running the circuit down in Florida this year, so we're very proud of that. You can go to that website and check out some of the fisher people. There's women and men, and we also have some youth for the young anglers. Other than that, we just talk. We just do what we do. And this is Dana. Dana just sits there and looks pretty. She doesn't.
I just sit here and nod my head, tell a few jokes,
whatever.
get through the day.
Get through it. She's like, get through it. So basically, what we're going to talk about today, our platform is put pretty much on the Olympics and pretty much on NFL. And then we're just going to talk a little bit after that. So let's do this. Let's talk about our sponsors and all that. So E-Travel Anytime and Shadow Fox Design. They're not going to get as many commercials in this one as they usually do, so we're going to have to say their name over and over again. And now what we have is we have Chris in the background for those to hear that. That's him talking to people on Twitter.
And he's so excited.
On TikTok.
TikTok.
He's talking to folks on TikTok, so that way he can kind of tell us what's going on, and we can give our opinions, or if they like us. If they don't, we can move on. So anyway,
If you guys have any questions, let us know.
When you say that, you got to put it up on that screen too, because everybody has to be able to see it. So I tell you what, just switch it over to where we're all on the screen at the same time, so that way if you have something to say, you can say it. There we go. There we go. So we're all on the screen there. So if you have any questions, just ask it. He's watching our TikTok page, our Twitter page. He's also watching the phone page. You got to click that off of there. Just say decline.
We got ducks.
We have ducks. We have.
There we go.
That's all we have is ducks. But anyway, so if you got any questions, just ask and he'll stop us. We are from South Georgia. We're in Valdosta, Georgia, Chinatown, USA. First of all, the Olympics. Right now, the Republic of Russia, or Russian, what do you call that?
It said the Russian
Olympic Committee actually has 10 gold medals as of about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now, we have not updated that. I don't have a computer right here in front of me, and so I can't update it. And Norway has 8, and the Netherlands have 7. As of right now, the American total count is 4 silver, 1 bronze for a total of 5, and we're in about 12th place right now. So,
not terrible.
It's not terrible, but we haven't really done anything. Now, let's look at a couple things real quick. The Americans fell out of the thing that they sweep with. Oh,
curling.
Geez, the curling. God,
oh my! You mentioned curling all
day.
Week.
Yeah, that's all I talked about last week was curling. So you got the curling. We fell out of the mixed doubles there, so we didn't get a medal on that. But what was more astonishing, we're going to jump ahead just a little bit. We did not get to see that in the United States because the feed to the United States was actually cut off.
I didn't get to see it because I didn't watch it. But.
Well, because she didn't watch it. She doesn't watch this stuff. So why is she on the sports show? Because
I've been saying the same thing the whole time.
But, so tell them why they cut the feed.
I can't wait to
She can't wait to tell you this one. Here it goes.
So, a Dutch sex company decided to advertise during the Olympics. Great idea. Called Easy Toys.
So yeah, you think about it. It was a fabulous idea. Now there was nothing there.
It was really simple advertising.
It was simple advertising. It was pink. It caught women's eyes. It had a heart on the front and said Easy Toys. So it just happened to be Easy Toys for adults. So it was adult Easy Toys. Go look that up and you'll know what we're talking about. So it was sex toys. And so imagine when all of a sudden the kids that are watching say, we were talking to your son earlier. Huh?
I'm talking to people on TikTok over here.
Oh, okay. So when we were talking to your son, we said he was talking about toys. Oh yeah, I like toys, and he said
he likes to search toys.
He likes to search
names.
toys, and he said Easy Toys, and he was like, "Oh, I'll go look that up." And she was like, "I don't think. How old is he?"
He's 10.
So the United States completely cut that
He did
feed.
not look it up. Just to be clear.
No, he did not.
But
what happened was, so the Americans cut that feed off, and when they cut that feed off, nobody got to see the Americans in the curling. So it was. I don't know why I can't remember.
I don't know because this is all you talked about all last week was curling.
Curling.
But you apparently didn't see it either because they cut it
Yeah,
off.
because they cut it off. Huh?
Like your hair.
Curling. You didn't say receding.
It's cut off.
Oh.
Wait, hey.
Why
aren't you're not on the screen. You're not supposed to be talking.
Oh my gosh.
He is on the screen.
No, he wasn't. He's on the
Now
wrong
I'm on-
screen. You gotta look at the other screen.
I can only look so many places.
People don't realize what we're looking at right here is we actually have two different screens. We see the screen that's coming up on our left, but the screen we're actually on is on our right. So when he preps it, he has him on that side, and then he has to push a button to get him over here. So.
And unfortunately, I'm looking at 4 because I see the two here and the two over there.
You can see the screens behind him too. Yeah, you're right.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, it's ingenious. Like I love their their whole advertising strategy. Unfortunately, some kids probably were Googling that, and
but the
parents
question
had to have
is,
a conversation about it.
How many adults do you have in a room saying, okay, this is perfect advertisement. It was right up. The cameras were pointed straight down. It's right where they let go of the rock. And so it's literally right across. There's beautiful placement, product placement. What adult didn't look what that was? How many Chinese people do you think? Now the Dutch, they can run that stuff. In Germany, they run that stuff over there. We can't run it in the U.S. So, but they did take it down at the request of the United States. So,
well, I mean,
I was glad.
But now everyone knows the name and is probably Googling it and looking at all the toys and options.
Their site has blown up.
Blown
We're even talking about it. So,
I know.
I mean, it's just one of those. Can you imagine? I should have bought the hashtag. What was it again?
Easy Toys.
Easy Toys. That should have been my hashtag for today, but it wasn't. So anyway, we just thought that was pretty interesting as far as when it comes down to the Olympics, and we're not doing too well in them. One note: the flag bearer for the United States. I take my hat off to her because the girl that's supposed to win all the ice skating individual speed skating races, she actually slipped in the trials of the United States, and she didn't make the team. So the girl who was in 9 events actually gave up one of her spots so the girl could come in.
Wow.
So that's why they actually named her after the girl that was the flag bearer. They named her the flag bearer because the other girl had COVID and they locked her.
Oh, that's so nice.
One other note on the Olympics real quick is I don't know exactly who it was, but this is how they're being treated in China. They get COVID, they whisk them off to isolation, and one of our ladies was in isolation for a couple of days because she had positive COVID. Then in the middle of the night, they picked her up and put her in an ambulance, and she said she had no idea where she was taken to. And they put her somewhere, and then she said she slept in all of her clothes because she was so scared and cried the whole night. She had no idea what was going on or where she was going. So I don't know what's going on over there, but I think somebody really needs to take a look at some of that stuff.
That's a little scary. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
Like you would think you were kidnapped or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. She said, I don't care about the Olympics. I don't care about anything that's going on over here. I just want out of here and I want to go home to my family.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just like trafficking or snatching somebody up. That, to me, something should be done about that. Because if they take her in the middle of the night and move her into
in the middle of the night and
and
don't
she
tell
said
her
it was
anything.
it was 3 o'clock in the morning when they told her
That
to come
seems
downstairs.
super sketchy.
Yeah, there's something sketchy going on. But anyway, again, as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, we only had 4 silvers and 1 bronze medal. We already did the sex toy stuff, so we're moving on from that. So now I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a little break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl. Not much. We'll give the odds on what the Super Bowl is and everything. And then we're going to look at the Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule is the rule from where the owners of the team has voted in. They voted this in 2003, I believe, or 2013. I'm not sure which one. That there has to be an African American interviewed in the process of hiring a coach or a general manager. And we're going to look and see if that was actually done in some of these cases. We'll be back in a minute.
Interesting.
Research less and relax more with eTravel Anytime. Let us help you decide which Sandals destination is best for your romantic getaway, or help you choose the family resort that is best for your vacation. We can also help you decide which cruise is best for you and your family. Tell us your preferences and we can narrow down your choices. Contact us today so we can help you plan your next vacation. Call 229-300-3691. Need a website for your business? Let Shadowfox Design help. We will design and build your website so you have more time for your business. We will help with all your online needs so you have more time for your customers. Learn more and get started now by going to www.shadowfox.design.
Now.
Okay, the Rooney Rule. And it's not Mickey Rooney, what I just made a joke about.
It's not Mickey Rooney.
It could have been.
It could have been. First, let's look at who's.
Roger's just drinking on the job
That
over
was
here.
good. You got to taste that. First of all, let's look at the Super Bowl real quick.
All right.
The odds on the Super Bowl, Los Angeles, Cincinnati. Who you got?
I said Cincinnati. The last time
She's got
Cincinnati.
She picked Cincinnati. I got to give her credit. She picked Cincinnati last time.
And I got made fun of by everybody.
You sure did. You really did. I have to say, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'd have to say that you picked Cincy and you rode that horse all the way to the promised land. So I'm going with Los Angeles. I've ridden Los Angeles all the way, so I'm gonna stay with the odds right now, and the odds are Los Angeles by they're gonna give you 3.5 points. It's an under 50, and the prediction is Los Angeles is gonna win by 66.3%, and they're only gonna win by 5.5 points. That's what's coming out of Vegas right now.
You wager on this, like dinner, drinks, lunch.
Yeah, what you want to do? What you want to do? Let's put something on. Now, don't forget, in the state of Georgia, it's illegal to gamble.
Well, it's not
And we're
gambling.
sitting in the state. We're
It's-
sitting in the state of Georgia.
We're just doing food here.
We're just making dinner plans.
Yeah, lunch plans, dinner plans. I don't care.
Okay, so what you want? What you want? What you want? What you really, really, really,
All right.
really
So
want?
if Cincinnati wins, let's go to Mom and Dad's. It's an Italian restaurant in Valdosta.
Mom and Dad. Where's that? I've never heard of that.
North Valdosta Road.
Is that big? Is that big one up there? The one that costs like $100,000 to eat at up there on
No.
North Valdosta Road by the interstate?
That's Jack's. And that Jack's is really not expensive.
Golly, I went there and spent $305 one night on 3 people.
What were you eating?
Food.
I eat there all the time. Okay, so
Well, that's because you're rich. I'm not rich. I can't, you
we
rich
can
folks.
do Jack's or we can do Mom and Dad's.
I don't care. I don't know where Mom and Dad's never had that. So
Right
let's
down.
try that.
Right down.
Let's try that. Okay.
Okay.
You owe me.
I'll
No,
take up.
wait. You got to pick your place, right? You got to pick your place. So now it's my turn.
The Jamaican restaurant.
Yeah, actually, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Lunch, Jamaican restaurant
Yeah.
for lunch. If I win, you have to take me to the Jamaican restaurant right down here in Valdosta. Cool.
Okay, yeah.
And you have to eat a fish with a head on it.
No.
Yes, no, you can't make the rules up. You can't make the rules, and we will put it on TikTok. And Chris needs to go to either one, so he don't care. So, okay.
All right.
So, all right, no, you got to eat.
I'll try it. I won't guarantee I will eat the whole thing.
She got to eat an eyeball. She got to eat an eyeball out of the fish. We did that one time down in Jamaica, literally.
I've probably done worse
and
anyway.
Tracy handed me the fish back, and I ate it, but she wouldn't eat it. So anyway, that's our stats.
All right, well, there
Let's
we go.
Let's go to the Rooney Rule. We're going to go to the Rooney Rule, and the reason this is coming up is because the Miami Dolphins football coach was fired, and then he went to interview at New England for the the New York Giants. So his first name is Brian, and so Bill Belichick, the Brian that actually got the job, Bill Belichick texted Brian, the guy formerly from the Dolphins, not the guy who got the job, and said, "Oh, I hear you already have the job. Congratulations, da-da-da-da." And the Brian from the Dolphins said, "I haven't even interviewed yet. What are you talking about?" So now that he is suing the NFL, and he is pulling the Rooney Rule out, and they're saying that it needs to be refabbed. Here is the Rooney Rule.
Okay, so the Rooney Rule went into effect in 2003. It requires teams to interview candidates of color for head coaching and senior operations vacancies. The group also called for meaningful consequences for teams that do not abide by these rules.
Okay, so does that mean now, did they do what they said they were going to do by just interviewing this gentleman, saying they were going to give him an interview? They really didn't, or they were going to Skype interview him, or they were going to, web whatever it is, web TV interview and all that stuff? Or did they violate it by not interviewing him when he should have been interviewed? And so that's basically up for debate here. And me personally, I think Belichick got ahead of himself, and that just goes to show it's all insider stuff. And when Bill Belichick sent it to him and said, well, you already got the job, and he right there, he saved all them text messages and everything. So that just tells me the owners are playing a game, and that's a money game. The owners have the money to do that. Bill Belichick is known for slipping up on stuff, so did he really slip up, or did he put it out there for everybody to know? That's the question right now is Bill Belichick at fault, or should he be praised for doing what he did? So is he stupid enough just to punch in Brian? Or is he smart enough just to punch in Brian? You see what I'm saying? You got two different angles at this that you could look at it. So I guess some could take the high horse here, some could take the
I don't know. I've often mistexted people, so I mean that could happen.
Oh, it does all the time. I did it to you the other day. So it's one of those things that it's. I think they need to go back and they need to look at it a little bit more. They need to check things out. They need to figure out what they're doing because the rule itself is not working. So.
Yeah.
But the league has declared that they're going to sit down and look at it. The problem that I'm having with it is now people want to say they want to be part of the solution. The NAACP says they want to go in there and they want to be part of it. Okay, but then where do we stop who's being part of this? I mean, are you going to have this person or that person? Are you going to have individuals? Are you going to have representatives from white folks? Are you going to have representatives from Mexican folks, from black folks, from Indian folks? Are you going to have all these different representations inside this? Or
the best person for the job is hired for the job.
And you know what? And I was having a conversation today just about that right there. Why don't they just hire the best person for the dead-gum job and be done with it?
And that's what I think we kind of, as Americans, kind of get lose sight of. Like, hire the most qualified, best candidate for the job and put aside, like, your color and your gender and your sex orientation, like, whatever. Mm-hmm. Just look at the actual person for the job, like, what they bring to the table and what they, have done and what they can possibly do instead of putting all the labels of what they come with.
Right. Well, I mean, if you look at San Francisco, they have a female, I think she's a defensive coordinator. I'm not really sure. But they have a female coordinator. Why was she not given an opportunity to interview? Do they need to change the Rooney Rule to allow females in there? You have to interview at least one female per
See,
job.
that'll be next. I mean,
But that's what I'm getting at. So what limits do you put on this? Don't get me wrong, and please understand, I'm not saying anything about men of color, women of color. I'm not talking about
women in general.
I'm not talking about. I have. How do you say this? I have children of other ethnicity besides white. So I understand what happens. I understand where it comes from. And my biggest problem with this is what gets lost in the whole thing is who is best for the job, as you were saying, whether you're male or female or black, white, orange, or purple.
Because ultimately, if you care about the actual job itself, you want the best person in the role for
Right,
that
exactly.
job. And if you care about the team or whatever else or whatever job, and I don't think it just goes with football. I think it goes across the board. If you care about it, I think you care about who's in that position, not necessarily, what stamp or label they have on them. You know?
Exactly. And you hit it right on the head there. And at least we agree on one thing right there. You know what I mean? So just give the best person the job. Interview everybody, and if it's whoever, give them the job. So let's move on from that. Okay. So now we've got head coaching. So all the head coaching jobs in the NFL have been filled.
Oh darn! I was gonna apply.
You're just gonna apply for one now. So right now, Matt how do you say his name? Urbafulus?
Where are we even at?
Right there.
Yeah, Urbafulus.
Urbafulus.
Man, I butchered these names. That poor man. I'm
So,
sorry.
has hired from the Chicago Bears have hired him. He was actually with the Colts. He was a defensive coordinator for the Colts. And the Colts actually hired at Jacksonville's old offensive coordinator, Nathaniel Hatchett, who was actually with the Green Bay Packers this past year. He's been with them for 2 years, and then he was with Jacksonville before that. So has he helped Aaron Rodgers? I think Aaron Rodgers has helped himself because he gave Aaron Rodgers the tools to run the offense. When I say that he put the right people in place, and Aaron evidently with all this squabbling, he's not going to be back in Green Bay. They think that he is going to go to Denver. We'll see. And then you've got Lovie Smith. Now Lovie Smith's been around the league for a long time. He's a Texan. He was the assistant coach and defensive coordinator. So we'll see. I'm not sure that I'm happy with that one. Now, here's one that I'm going to give Jacksonville a mediocre score, about a B on this one. I think they brought somebody in that's going to change the culture. They're also bringing somebody in to be over top of Balix, or whatever his name is. So they're going to be on top of him. So that way, the coach gets their input, the quarterback gets the input. The problem I have with it, he took a year off. He won the Super Bowl. I understand he took them to the playoffs 3 years in a row. I think he should have went fresh. I think he should have went with somebody. My opinion is Byron Leftwich. They should have went there. Now, Byron doesn't have a job in the NFL right now. Actually, he's staying with the offensive coordinator of Tampa Bay. We'll see how he does. Now it's going to be a testament on how good he is now that Tom Brady is gone. We'll see. Mike McDaniels, he was the 49ers offensive coordinator. I talked with somebody from down there today. They think he's probably the perfect fit for that job because that's exactly what the owners were looking for to begin with. He's coming from the San Francisco type area. The fun and gun. Now, is Tua going to be left there? I don't know. That's going to be the big key. To see if Tua is going to stay in Miami or not. Then you got Minnesota. Got Kevin O'Connell. He was the Rams offensive coordinator. Now, I have not heard. He's set to finalize the deal after the Super Bowl. So he will be with the Rams in the Super Bowl. So we're still going to win. Just so you know that. And he will take over the head coaching job with Minnesota. I really thought that New Orleans. I really thought that Byron Leftwich had a chance to go there. Because of who they've got at quarterback and some of the things that they have going on there. But he didn't get that opportunity.
He didn't get it.
No, Dennis Allen, he was a Saints defensive coordinator. They just promoted him to the actual head coach.
Well, that's good, though. He got a promotion.
He stayed inside the organization he's been there for a long time. He stayed right behind their coach. And, they say Sean Payton may come back to the NFL. I think he's probably going to take a year off and he may come back. I don't know what's going on over there. But then the New York Giants, with that big cluster that we were talking about earlier, they hired Brian Daboll, I guess.
Daboll.
Now, it's a good fit because let's look what he did with the Buffalo Bills. He actually set the Buffalo Bills up to be in the Super Bowl. It's just I don't think their defense was good enough. Their offense I thought was awesome. So I see the Giants coming back and having a good offense. Now, here's the talk that's going on right now. Tom Brady has said he retired. But as of 12 o'clock today, he has not retired from the NFL. How do I know this? Because I got some information. He has not fulfilled his contract with Tampa Bay. He said he was going to retire before his contract was to end, so that he still owes them. I think it's $20,000 or something like that. Is that a lot of money for Tom Brady? No. That's the purpose is he is not officially retired. Yeah, you can say you heard it right here. He's not officially retired, but they think they're going to be able to get it worked out so he can retire. He wants to go to New England and sign with New England for one day so he can retire as a Patriot. He doesn't want to retire as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And you know what? He spent all his career up there, so I have to say I kind of agree with that. So I talked this whole time. What do we got next?
We got Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah. Here's the question. This is the big question right now. And let's just have a short conversation about this because we're fixing to bolt out of here.
All right.
Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers for MVP this year? Here's a question that everybody has. Did Tom Brady have a better season than Aaron Rodgers? Now, Tom Brady's stats, we're not going to do the 21 season, but we'll do the 21 season. Tom Brady's was 5,316 passing yards, 45 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions with a quarterback rating of 68.1. Aaron Rodgers, he only threw for 4,115 yards, played one less game, 40 total touchdowns, it's 5 less, four interceptions, which means that is 8 interceptions less, and then his QBR is 69.3. So the question is, who should be the MVP this year? And that's going to be the big thing right now. So,
well, Tom Brady's older too. You got to think about
the age.
The age. No, but I'm saying you get old, you get tired. Look, he's still doing it.
Aaron Rodgers also, if you look at the two, you would say Aaron Rodgers was older. Aaron Rodgers is almost 8 years younger than Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. He's only 38.
And you look at his, well, it's not 87. So you look at his age and you think, oh my God, Tom Brady. But it's just the way Tom Brady actually kept himself, I guess. It's one of those things. So efficiency, let's look at the efficiency. Rodgers was the 4th quarterback to lead the league in QBR. So he led the league in the QBR. Rodgers also more efficient passer is 68%. So his passer rating was actually better than Joe Burrow's and Kyler Murray's and was higher than Tom Brady's. So his efficiency level was, you're going to look at overall for the team, his efficiency level was better. The team reliance, I don't know that I want to get in that because that's just basically a he said, she said. But if you look at the turnovers, his 9.3 touchdowns to interception ratio is 37 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. Whereas, again, we were talking about Tom Brady's was he had 12 interceptions. So, I don't know. You can call me stupid. You can call me whatever you want to. I say give it to Aaron Rodgers and because right there on paper. It's right there on paper.
Well, just to be difficult, I'm going to go with Brady.
Of course you would. Of course you would. Dadgummit. So, what you got going on, Christopher? We've been talking out here this whole time, and he's got so many hands he can text too.
He's texting. He's
He's
monitoring.
texting.
He's talking to himself.
I was going to rhyme that. Texting with, but he's not doing that.
No.
I was thinking Olympics.
I've got.
Curling.
Hey, look, wait. Because I hope you got to put you back on the screen here. He has the lost look on his face. Look at him.
I don't even know where I am right now.
What are we doing? What's next? What's up next?
We are nothing.
There
We're
we
just
go.
gonna talk and.
We're just going to talk.
Time.
We're going to run out of time because,
Yeah.
look. Because what were you doing?
Huh? I was answering a client question.
A client. So what kind, is these the poll clients or what kind of clients you got there?
Nope.
Chris?
Nope.
What kind of clients do you have, man?
Web design.
Oh, that's right, because you're a web designer.
What's your company's name again? Shadow Fox?
Shadow Fox.
Wait,
Design.
say it like you say it, Chris. Go on. Do it. Do it like the commercial say.
Shadow Fox Design.
Do it. Come on, Chris. You got to do it one like, wait, let me try. Shadow Fox Design. They get it. You do it. Come on, Chris.
Shadow Fox Design.
Woo! You make goosebumps.
Shadow Fox Design.
Crazy.
Let's give a shout out to potential sponsor. What's his name? What's the company's name?
Adolphus? K2 Powerboats.
K2 Powerboats. Anybody needs anything in this area, go to K2 Powerboats.
They make the boats, so go to your local dealer and tell your local dealer you want to check out the K2 Powerboats.
All right, well, let's see you do a commercial. Come on, real quick. Go ahead.
Hey, if you want the best fishing boat around, you need to go to K2 Powerboats. Check out what they have to offer. They go 18 to, I believe it's 25 foot. They can custom design it for you. I prefer like the white and the taupe and the black designs, but it's your call.
Look at this girl. She just off the top of her head. You look at this. We got a style in the making right here.
The taupe is really it's very
what is a
nice.
taupe?
It's a kind of tan, the boat is really tan, like a real light sand brown, but they do a nice black contouring with the leather seats, and they have the built-in coolers underneath their seats, so you just pop up the top.
So they make the boats where they're here in Valdosta.
They're in Dothan, Alabama.
Oh, so they make them. Why are they way over here? They sell
Sell them everywhere. They sell them all over. They sell them in Panama City and Valdosta, Georgia, and St. Augustine.
Well, go get your boats from wherever that was she was talking about.
K2 Powerboats.
K2 Powerboats. Look at there. So, I think that's about all we got, Chris. You got anything else? How we doing on TikTok?
No one's on there at the moment, but
Of course, that's the story of our
we
life.
have some likes.
Cool.
A couple hundred.
Cool. That's
Good.
good. I like it. I like
We had
it.
some people stop by and say hi.
Stop by and swipe
go
us.
on.
Yes.
And it's all good.
Swipe us. So, hey, guys, if you're out there, go to our TikTok. Which page is that? What was that?
The Armchair Sports.
The Armchair Sports. And then on Facebook, of course, you found us right here on The Armchair Sports Talk Show or The Armchair Sports. Or you can go to Roger Whitehouse and you can find me there. And you can get everything from there. Go to our website. You can go to our YouTube page. You can go to Twitter. You can go to... Where
Twitch.
else?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Twitch,
got a cool thing. Yep. We
And
got
then-
Twitch now as well.
Twitch now.
Yep.
What else? You got a
Instagram,
cool thing? Instagram. We've got our Instagram. We've got our... So and all of our podcasts. They go out all over the country. We had some folks from Texas that sent some information back. We actually had some from Idaho this past week. Where
Idaho.
the taters were.
I love Idaho. It's such a great state.
You just anywhere but Georgia.
No, I like
Wait, you
Georgia.
was in Phoenix.
I was in Phoenix.
You love.
I was in
Phoenix?
Idaho. I flew into Idaho because I went to vacation. We flew into Idaho and went to Montana, North Dakota, and Wyoming.
So the experience of all of it is not just Idaho.
No, Idaho was great though. It's
love it?
beautiful. Yeah,
Is
it was
it?
really pretty. I would probably move
Never
there.
been there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, of course you would, just so she can get out of Valdosta. Look at this.
No, it was
we
beautiful
already-
country.
We already started her on our impromptu commercials. Now she's leaving us. She's going to take bigger jobs in Idaho.
No, it is a beautiful state there.
Go ahead and scan us over. Look at there. You see that right there? If you hit that Scantron, it's not a Scantron. It's a...
QR code.
I think it's a Scantron for those of you that are old as I am, which I'm only like 25.
He drinks a lot.
Times.
I got the beer face. Got the beer belly. No, she's bigger than I am. Look how tall she is. Sit up straight. See? She's 6'2". I'm 5'10".
Man, I wish I was 6'2".
Why?
I'd be tall.
It is not fabulous.
I would be so tall. Do you ever know how to get on a little stool to get at my cabinets and stuff. Like, I'm not that short, but to get up top,
She is. We've got her chair pumped all the way up. Her feet don't even touch the ground. She's over there going like this.
I'm on a old school, what is that called, a phone book?
She's on the phone. She tried to. Oh, now she wants to make fun of it. She tried to tell me because my seat's sinking over here. She said, "Put a phone book on it so it looks like you're taller."
It was a
Now
good
you're making
idea.
fun of it.
No.
Now you're making fun of it. Hey
I don't have
guys.
phone books anymore.
Yeah, they don't have books. She still does. That's how old she is.
I don't have a
She
phone
kept
book. I
them
am
from.
old.
She kept them from the 20s.
I am old.
Anyway, all right, guys. Hook us up somewhere else. We're out of here. Thank you very much for everything.